Welcome to my another session. In this session, I am discussing about the process of implantation in case of human. As you all know that the attachment of blastocyst to the wall of uterus, this process is known as implantation. The process is known as implantation. So the implantation process in case of human, which starts by the 6th day after ovulation. By the 6th day after ovulation. The blastocyst which enter into the uterus, and it floats about 3 days. Suppose that this is the blastocyst. It has two mass of cells. The outer mass of cell, these are the flattened, which is known as the trophoblast, and inner to the trophoblast, the inner mass of cells are there, which is known as the embryoblast. Within these 3 days, it gets nutrition from the secretion of uterine membrane or the uterine wall. So suppose that this is the uterus and this is the endometrial epithelium. This is the endometrial epithelium. So at the beginning, this blastocyst, this is the blastocyst, it adhere on the surface of endometrial epithelium. So this is the epithelium of the endometrium layer. So this is known as the endometrial. This is the endometrial epithelium. When it attached on the surface of endometrium, the trophoblast cell, it start to secrete digestive enzyme. It start to secrete digestive enzyme, cytokines and growth factors. So first, blastocyst which adhere on the surface of the endometrial wall, at that time the blastocyst cell, it start to secrete digestive enzyme, cytokines, growth factors, and this is the embryoblast cells. The attachment site which get swollen. Suppose that this is the attachment site of the endometrium layer, which get swollen, and it shows the acute inflammatory reaction. It shows acute inflammatory reaction at the site of attachment. Suppose that this is the blastocyst and this is the inner mass of cell. During the acute inflammatory response, some of the changes occur here. The permeability of blood vessels increased here, and the invasion of natural killer cells, macrophages, lymphocytes taking place here. The site of attachment of the blastocyst, some of the inflammatory reactions, acute inflammatory reaction actually taking place at the site of the attachment. What happened here? The permeability of blood vessels taking place in this region, and the invasion of natural killer cell, macrophages, lymphocyte taking place that site. And what happened next? Then the trophoblast cell, this is the trophoblast cell which proliferate or the which proliferate and it produce two layers, which produce two layers. The inner mass of cell, which is known as the cytotrophoblast. The inner is known as the cytotrophoblast. Cytotrophoblast. And the outer cells, which get developed by the proliferation of trophoblast cell. These cells present at the outer side, and here there is the losing of the plasma membrane, so the cell becomes syncytial. The cell becomes syncytial, means suppose that there is two cells, in between these the plasma membrane is lost, that's why the cell becomes syncytial. The cell having more than one nuclei, the cell is known as the syncytial cell. So here this type of mechanism happen here. So the first trophoblast cell which proliferate and forms two layers. The outer is known as the outer syncytial cells, which is known as the syncytiotrophoblast. The outer cell is known as the syncytiotrophoblast. The outer is known as the syncytiotrophoblast. And such syncytiotrophoblast which start to digest the endometrial epithelium and start to penetrate inside the wall of endometrium of uterus. And this is the inner mass of cell which is known as the embryoblast. It also start to the formation of placenta during the process of the implantation. By the secretion of syncytiotrophoblast, the digestion, the endometrial wall which eroded, that's why which make the path, and this blastocyst now gradually sweep into the endometrium wall. This is the blastocyst. The outer is the syncytial cells, syncytiotrophoblast cells. These are the syncytiotrophoblast cells, and this is the inner mass of cells. So by the secretion of syncytiotrophoblast cell, the digestion or the lysis of endometrial wall taking place, and such blastocyst which enter into the wall of the spongy wall of endometrium. After the invasion of blastocyst, the wall of endometrium which proliferate and it sealed off. Now it sealed off. Now this process is known as the implantation. The process of implantation which ends by the 14th day after ovulation, and the starting of the implantation by the 6th day after ovulation. So it takes about 7 days. But the implantation process which completed exactly on the 14th day after ovulation. The beginning of implantation start by the 6th day of ovulation and it completed on the 14th day of the ovulation. So it takes about 7 days. So this is the time for the starting of the second menstrual cycle. So which would wash out the whole endometrial wall as well as the implanted blastocyst. That's why if you continue the pregnancy, then the body, it should prevent the flow of menstruation. So what happened here? The trophoblast cell, these are the trophoblast cell which secrete the human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. Human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. This hormone which promotes the work of corpus luteum, which promotes the corpus luteum to secrete progesterone and estrogen. So what happened? The trophoblast after implantation, or at the time of implantation, the trophoblast which start to secrete the human chorionic gonadotropin. This human chorionic gonadotropin which promotes the control the corpus luteum, or which activate the corpus luteum to secrete progesterone as well as estrogen. So what happened here? Actually the pituitary gland which has the control of the ovary. Now the HCG it take off the control of corpus luteum. The control of corpus luteum is controlled by the pituitary gland, but after the secretion of HCG hormone, it take off the control. It bypass the pituitary controlling of the ovary. So it is present inside the ovary. Now the ovaries start to secrete progesterone and estrogen, and the corpus luteum is maintained by the human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. By the secretion of progesterone hormone, the more and more mucus secreted from the cervix region. Suppose that this is the cervix region. So because of the secretion of progesterone hormone, more mucus is secreted at the cervix region of the uterus. This is the cervix region, and such mucus which forms the plug, the protective plug, and which seal the cervix. This is known as the protective plug. So the secretion of progesterone at the cervix region which forms the protective plug. So this is the whole process of the implantation. So it begins by the 6th day after ovulation and completed by 14th day after ovulation. At that time, the trophoblast cell which divide and forms the outer syncytial trophoblast cell, and by the division of syncytial trophoblast cell, they form the finger-like projection and which attached and which penetrate to the wall of endometrial epithelium. This is the whole process of implantation found in human, and there is the very small controlling part of the implantation, or controlling part of the maintenance of the pregnancy. So at the beginning, the implanted blastocyst, it will take the nutrition by the digesting of endometrial epithelium, but in second cycle or in second month, it get nutrition from the placenta. It get nutrition and the oxygen from the placenta. Now come to the different types of implantation. So there are three types of implantation. One is the interstitial, second one is the eccentric implantation, and third one is the central implantation. The blastocyst or the embryo actually burrows into the uterine tissue to become completely surrounded by it. Such implantation occurs in the human
And this type of implantation I've already discussed, and it is known as the interstitial implantation. But in case of rat, eccentric implantation occurs in which the embryo is embedded in a pocket of uterine cavity and the mucous lining of uterus gives out folds covering embryo. But in case of rabbit, it is called the central type of implantation, in which attachment of embryo to the surface of uterine lining and projecting freely into the uterine cavity. Slowly the embryo develops contact with the underlying connective tissue. So there are three types of implantation. So beside these three types of implantation, sometimes implantation occurs elsewhere. It means occasionally a fertilized egg fails to reach the uterus, it is implanted and being to develop elsewhere. This is called the ectopic or the extrauterine pregnancy.